I recently read a book called How to Win Friends and Influence People, and it completely changed how I even look at relationships. So that's what I'm here to do today. I'm here to show you the principles that I learned in this book and how they can actually affect your life. The first step to win friends and influence people is to actually show interest in them. This episode is not to show you how to take advantage of someone, just showing interest in them to get something out. It's about to build connections because what we're looking for are looking for people that can actually help our life, but we want to also help other people's life. It's all about giving. It's all about serving, helping others. That's what the main thing is about. So you want to find people that you can help, but they can help you as well. Because if the only thing they can do is help you, they're not going to want to be in your community because you can't do nothing for them. So when you come into a conversation with someone, ask them about them. Get into their business. That's how you're going to actually build that connection with that person. Because once you start asking them about stuff, asking about their life, and now you're going to start correlating your life to them. So if somebody says, I'm from New York, I'm from New York. And now you could kind of blend the conversation that way. But you want to find something about them that connects to you, not something about you that connects to them. So I have a quote that I got from this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. But the quote is, you can make more friends in 2 months by being interested in them than in 2 years by making them interested in you. So I love this quote is because people are just so self-centered with what they got to go on. I know everybody has goals, everybody has things that they want to accomplish, but the thing about building a network and building connections, you got to realize that everyone has things that they want to accomplish. Everyone has individual goals. But your goal is to build that network so you can have people in your circle that can inspire you, that can motivate you, that can keep to challenge you to grow, right? These are the people you need to find, but you need to get that information out of the person to find out this is someone you even want to build a relationship with, right? But if you're just talking about yourself the whole time, you never find out if this person is actually good for me either. Make them feel like they're the expert at whatever they do. They do bowling, ask them a bunch of questions about bowling. Man, I was trying to be a great bowler, this, that. Those are conversations you want to have. Make them feel good. And now once you make them feel good and then you start talking about your stuff and you found out you connect, now you got a connection that way. But that's how you want to start it. Ask about that person, not about you. And the second thing you want to do is just be a good listener. As simple as just having good eye contact. You want to make sure you're looking right at them. So now somebody's talking and you're looking to the left, you're looking to the right. Now you're like, man, this person's not even trying to pay me no mind. And now you just lost out on an opportunity, lost out on a friendship, lost out on having someone to your network because you just wasn't paying attention. When you're having a conversation, listen to what they're saying. Have follow-up questions. Have check-in questions. Because now this person that was really important now is like, okay, this person really listens. This person cares about what I want to say. I want to have more conversation with that person. You'll be surprised how much times people just love talking about themselves. The third thing you have to do is remember their name. You want to say it to yourself multiple times to make sure you get it right. And I always make sure to bring it up multiple times in the conversation. So if someone's name is Sammy. Oh, nice to meet you, Sammy. Oh, yeah. Blah, 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 Sammy. Blah, 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 Sammy. You're saying their name throughout the conversation so you don't forget it. And then an extra tip that I usually do, I write it in my phone. I write it in my phone, and then next to it, I write where I met them at. So if I meet somebody in the gym, okay, Sammy. Next to that, gym. So now the next time I go to the gym, and I'm like, man, who's that over there? I remember meeting that person. Go right in my phone. Oh, Sammy. Go over there. Oh, what's up, Sammy? How's it going? It's a big difference because now you remember their name, and they're like, man, I don't remember your name. I feel so bad. And it's like, don't feel bad. I'm doing this. My goal is to build connections, to network. That doesn't even hurt my feelings anymore because I knew what I was doing. I knew me knowing your name is going to make the relationship deeper. I remember playing Sims, and then you have a conversation with someone, and every time you hit the right answers, like you realize your friendship level went up. When you say somebody's name, the friendship level is moving. It's moving up. Especially when you see someone for the second time and you remember their name from that last meeting, the friendship meter is going up. Me, I have a semi-hard name, so when people get my name right, oh my gosh, you my best friend right there. Like it's just crazy how many people that I have multiple conversations with, and they still say Jalen, and I'm like, bro, you don't even know my name. You got to make sure you say people's name right every single time, no matter how hard it is. It's so important. So the fourth topic this book talked about was avoiding criticism. People don't like you criticizing them. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes to say you're not doing a good job, you're doing a bad job. Nobody likes that. So don't do it. This is when you're more in a deeper relationship with someone. This is not the first time you've talked. You've been, having many conversations, but people don't like doing that. It's okay to make sure that you hold someone accountable, but you don't want to criticize someone. You want to make sure you have understanding on what they're going through so you could be able to, help them move in the right direction, but don't criticize anybody. My mom always said, you get more bees with honey than with vinegar. So you're going to be nice to people. If they're doing stuff you don't like, you got to find a way to say it politely without criticizing. Because the minute you start criticizing someone, you might as well just cut them off because that relationship is not going to work. And the next thing you can do to win friends and influence people is smile. Just smile. You don't know what a smile can do for someone, especially if you're trying to find a relationship, a spouse out here. You can't be out here mean mugging. You're like, that's not going to help you find a spouse. Nobody wants to talk to that. That's not an inviting kind of person. Smile, be happy, be inviting, because that smile is gonna make somebody have eye contact with you, and now you might have found your spouse. You might have found your new best friend. You might have found your next business partner. But since you actually were not smiling, you were not looking like you were inviting, you lost out on that connection. And the last thing you want to do is give people what they want. Let's say you're going out fishing and you're trying to catch a fish. What are you going to give that fish as bait? You're going to give that fish chicken because you like chicken? No. You can give the fish cake because you like cake, or cookies, or ice cream. Are you going to give the fish any of those things because that's what you like? No. You're going to put in the water what the fish likes because the bait is what the fish wants. So you're going to give the fish worms. You don't like worms, but the fish likes worms. So you're going to give them fish. So that's the same mindset you want to have when you're actually having a conversation with someone or trying to influence them to do something. You're going to give them what they want. Salespeople all the time try to make sure they say, man, our business is so good because of this, because of that, because of this, because of that. Nobody cares about why your business is good. When you want to influence someone to do something, you have to give them what they want. So that's what you have to think about in your everyday life. We want to be probably content creators or business owners or influencers. We have to give the audience what they want. So me, for example, when I was making these episodes, when I first started making them, it was all about me. And I was like, nah, nobody cares. So then I started finding topics that you want to hear about. So now you're listening to this because I realized that people love this book. And I said, this is a book I probably need to read and break it down and break it down for my audience. And if you got this far, that means it worked, right? So that's what you want to realize. Whatever you're doing is not about you. It's about that person. If you want to influence people, find out how you can solve their problems. That's all influencers are. Influencers are people that are there, that are solving people's problems. And that's the reason why they're an influencer, because they do a good job of solving problems. And if you want to be an influencer, you have to do a good job at solving problems. That's how you can make friends too. Find their problems, solve their problems. Now, once you solve their problems, they can help solve your problems. Now, when you scroll through that phone, you have people that's going to motivate you. You scroll through your phone, you have people that's going to inspire you, people that's going to challenge you because you helped them out with the problem. They helped you. Now, that's the kind of community that you want. So hopefully this episode helped you out some. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Great book, great read. If you're not big on reading, audiobooks help out as well. I was doing both. I was reading the physical book, reading the audiobook, and driving to work. Multitasking. One day I'm gonna get a Tesla so I can actually read while I'm driving. But until then, I'm gonna do some audiobooks. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Definitely pick up the book. I'm gonna leave it in the show notes. Like, comment, subscribe.